What's up, guys? Shouri here, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I was able to get a lot better at Shell and some of the things you can also work on if you want to upgrade your Shell game. So, the biggest thing that people don't realize with Shell is you can get headshots with this character very easily, and it's something that does take a lot of work muscle memory wise. But if you can get it down, it is definitely going to help you do a lot better. And the main way that you can do that is go into free-for-all. Because of the fact that there's so many people and you get 15 kills, you're going to have way more interactions and chances to have gunfights that are going to make it to where you can just get better a lot faster for the amount of minutes you put in. So I definitely recommend that. But the other thing is make it a game. That way it's not just something boring, because you're going to have to do this for a few hours at the very least to be able to get your muscle memory down and actually have an impact on your game. So the way that I like to do it is I always like to set a goal for an amount of headshots that I want to hit on a character and then make that into a game. So for Shell, the magic number for me is 50%, because it's pretty much as you can actually get on Shell realistically. And another thing that you want to try to do is start incorporating jumping into it. You may want to use manual fire or not, it doesn't matter too much, but it can help you if you ever get stuck on that last 5%. That's what I ended up having to do anyways. But if you start getting used to hitting headshots and you do it enough for a few hours until you're getting in the high 40s to 50%, that will actually make it to where when you go in just on your own and playing normally, your muscle memory and the way that your brain will use Shell will be wired to go for headshots without you even thinking about it. And this character does so much more damage when you hit headshots. It actually melts people like significantly faster. So it's something that will increase your win percentages a lot. At least it did for me. And then you have other things you can also practice, such as going invisible in Shadow Walk form to be able to counter other people's ultimate abilities, and just kind of getting used to doing one little task at a time. Because if you're actually trying to improve on a character, just going in and just playing doesn't necessarily improve things as much as you would think. The best way that I have found is go and focus on doing one thing at a time. Whether it be countering people's ults, whether it be jumping when you're getting out of Shadow Walk so you get an extra speed boost, or whether it be canceling your Shadow Walk on top of different things, whether it's getting behind people, all different types of stuff that you can do on Shell. Try to do them as many times in one game. That way, it's kind of like having a game within a game. That way, you won't get bored, and it'll actually help you in the long run, because you get so used to doing it, you'll do it in the moment without even realizing it. Right there, we got 46.7% headshots, which is just absolutely heartbreaking, because until I got 50, I was never going to stop. But that is exactly how I'm able to get good at a lot of the characters I play. I go into free-for-all, and I just think about what do I want to get better at. And this challenge was not easy. Getting 50% headshots on Shell was actually one of the hardest headshot challenges I've done. But ever since then, my headshots have actually gone up by like 40 to 50% a game over what it used to be. And then after I got to the 50% mark, I also started incorporating jumping while doing it, and then trying to get it there as well. So even after you do it the first time, you can then add on more and more things to it, and it really does help you get better much, much quicker. And it's just those little tiny things that can help you once you get to the thousands of trophies mark and you're just really good at a character, but there's just those certain things you wish you did a little better. This is definitely the best way to do it, and not just for Shell, but any character. And I also like to use the teleport ult just because it would allow me to get out of things a little easier, and it didn't necessarily help me that much just to throw people up in the air to get the free kill. But right here, we were able to go ahead and get multi-low and then take the kill, but we got killed by a stupid Victor bot. Man, Victor bots were the absolute best thing for this challenge because they take so long to kill, and that can really increase your headshot percentage. Pro tip. And the biggest thing is, do not get discouraged because you aren't going to be able to get these kind of things like the second you want to, and it does take time. Even if you can achieve it immediately, the benefits of this is doing it for a while, because it's not so much the fact that you were able to get the headshots. It's the fact that you did it so much that it becomes second nature to you. That way, if you get shot in the back by someone and you needed to turn around and hit them immediately, your second nature without thinking is going to be hitting headshots. And that is how this actually makes you way better than you would even think. It's something that has long-lasting repercussions even after you stop the challenge. And that goes for pretty much all of these things. If you just try to do one thing in a game the entire time for a few hours, it is going to help you get it down and have it be second nature. And muscle memory is a really big part of being a top player. And when people shoot you in the back and you turn around and kill them, it's not something that's going to come up in every game. It might not even come up in every other game. But over time, it's definitely going to improve your play because the littlest things do add up if there's enough of them. And other people are going to take thousands of games to be able to get these small little interactions in the same amount of reps that you do in 5 hours if you do 10 to 12 of them a game. And that is how this improves you so much quicker than other people. Instead of it just being random things dispersed throughout thousands of games, just whatever comes at you, you're intentionally getting better at the most important parts of the hero you want to play. Whether it be Shell or any other hero that you like to play more, this method does work, and it has for every hero I've tried it on. And that is one thing that a lot of people discount, so definitely go in free-for-all and try it out. I mean, what can you lose? Like a few hours? If it doesn't work, my bad. But if it does work, you could improve your game by a ton, especially with something like this, which is getting headshots, because it's going to always be something that will benefit you, and it's something you can build on. After getting headshots, what I did was getting headshots while jumping, and then getting 50% doing that. That took significantly longer. But it did end up making it to where shots like that wouldn't have killed me, and it's why I'm very good at Shell now. Because now when playing Shell, I average about 35 to 40% headshots while jumping the entire time, and that is about 15% more than I did before I started doing this. And that actually improves you a lot more than just that little bit of damage. Because in ranked, when you're going in a 1v1, when you win that battle, a lot of the times in control, that can mean you get an extra 20 seconds in that hill for your team. And Shell is the one taking out the sniper, the harder characters to get, which can end up saving your entire team if you win that 1v1 instead of losing it. So it definitely increased my game better than anything else I've tried, and it was one of the best things I decided to do, which is why I decided to make this video in the first place. And then after I got my headshots down, I started focusing on shadow walking through people's ults. Then I started focusing on when to cancel shadow walk early to be able to surprise people, because they know how long it lasts normally, so they basically know they have a certain amount of time before you're going to appear again, so popping out early can really help you as well. And right there, as you can see, we were able to get 50.2%. And then last but not least, I worked on my second ult and throwing people above me. And that's how Opal got there like that. And then he finally got me to stop playing this game for 5 hours because he needed pets. So it's okay. I understand. You know what else is okay? the amazing work from Jordy. He is the best thumbnail guy in the game. Go to the description and find out how to contact him on Discord and get him to make your thumbnails too. Best decision I ever made, guys. Alright, guys. Have a great day.